Hey there, Gemini. How are you? It's CJ. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to discuss the November energy 2022 for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Geminis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's get into this. If you haven't seen the love notes for mid-month October to November, you may want to check them out. Also, the weekly read for 24th through the 30th. It was a little bit heavy with the solar eclipse energy as well as the new moon in Scorpio. The Venus, wow, there's the train if you can hear it. The Venus star point in Libra that's still with us until November 14th. And this new moon energy is going to be with us because of the eclipse for quite some time. As well as Scorpio, death, rebirth, south node, so much, so much. So please go check it. I'm not going to tap into that energy again outside of, there's always a caveat, you know that, outside of checking your star codes. The one thing I didn't do, and I want to see what's happening on the bigger scale, the universal scale for our Geminis during this time, highly activating in many, many ways. South Node, karma, releasing, who knows what the heck is going on, right? It changes for everybody. So we're going to get into that, number one. Number two, I also want to remind you, the winter solstice is coming up, summer solstice is coming up, and I do those 3-month readings, solstice to equinox, equinox to solstice, so on and so forth. And that is when I do the free read giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And hit the notification bell so if your name is pulled from the subscriber list that you will be notified. All right. Outside of that, let's get with this. You know what to do. If this isn't resonating in your gem sun sign, go check Moon and Venus because those will be way activated during this time period. All right, let's see what our star codes want to tell our beautiful Geminis. What is happening in the stars? I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these one more time. Well, for me, one more time means 3. I'm always doing it in 3s. 3 being a sacred number. Thank you, Gemini. All right, let's get into it. There, see, sometimes it just needs a little extra juice. Wow, 5th house. Oh my gosh, and you have 3 cards. Wow. Here we go, 5th house, passion. This is the house of Leo, but it is something you're very passionate. Look at the flower of life design behind there. Something you're passionate about. I love these cards. First of all, that's the back, which how extraordinary is that with star codes, geometry. I almost feel like the light codes could come out and activate us if we stared at it long enough. Here is the passion. So again, if it doesn't resonate, I always say use your intuition. Images on the cards, it may mean something to you that it does not come out of my mouth, you know, so it's not channeled properly for you. It might be for someone else. So in those regards, I always ask that you resonate with the card and how it represents itself to you. So there's passion. We also have Saturn. There's some structure. There is some lessons. There is your South Node. Also, where's Saturn in your chart? I would check that out. And we'll also see opposition, confrontation. What on earth, Gemini? Some fights going on? And fights in the sense of you may be ill at ease with the structure of Saturn and butting up against things that you're passionate about versus what is structured, right? Think of what the first card was, passion. Then comes structure, then comes confrontation. So it seems to me like our gems are saying, this isn't working for me, or I need to take on this, whether it is in a relationship, in yourself, in work, in the world, however that resonates. It doesn't necessarily need to be a full onslaught of outside with a picket fence, picket sign, standing on your soapbox. This can be subtle, it can be internal. This can be within your family, your friend groups. It can be, as karma comes around and you're completing these cycles, dealing with the opposition and having to confront fears, shadow work, letting go. Something you're really passionate about that is structured by Saturn. Saturn's the rule maker, taskmaster, brings us back around to remind us we didn't complete something, we got to do it again. and you are in complete opposition and confrontation with whatever that structure is. So it's as a rebel, you're rebelling is what quickest, easiest way to describe that. Let's see what your spirit animal is to help you and assist you. Besides those beautiful bucks with those horns, and that can be representative of something for you. I would check your Saturn placement and go see what sign that's in and look at that. And if you have any, and where your fifth house, what's in your fifth house? Check that out too during this time, because with the solar eclipse and new moon in Scorpio and that south node, remember this is about south node energy too, because Scorpio Taurus is in that south node north node lineup. There could be some things that aren't quite finished, maybe causing a great deal of stress with you right now. Armadillo. That's not what I expected, but okay. The armadillo. Boundaries, right? Boundaries. Setting boundaries. This beautiful little creature that's so kind of funny looking, number one. It's kind of a fun name to say, armadillo, but it is about the fact that they have very little defenses, right? There's nothing much that can protect them. But here they are setting up a boundary by rolling themselves up into this absolute beautiful protected shell that holds them and protects them. They can roll away. It's so funny to see it sometimes when they start rolling all wrapped up in that shell where no predator can get to them. So here's what you may be called. I mean, honestly, are you honoring the time you need for your personal enjoyment? Do others treat you like a doormat? Do you get upset when you're taken advantage of? You know, these are some of the questions you can ask yourself with the armadillo here. But I'm also feeling with the armadillo, you are needing to set boundaries, potentially setting boundaries. This is the structure. There may be great passion, but yet people taking advantage of you, and there's opposition there in your heart, and you're looking to create structure. You're looking to create those boundaries. Interesting card, spirit animal, to come out with that. It does resonate completely with the boundaries and Saturn in defining on how you wish to structure your life. So if it's not karmic or lessons or cycles, it can be about you just putting your foot down and building structure like that. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what they want to say for our Geminis for the month of Gemini, please. Wow, are you tongue-tied at all? Ooh, goodness. Geminis for the month of November. That's what I was trying to say. Two of fire. Ooh, yeah, look at you taking the next steps. Love this card. And the crows are outside going crazy right now. So crows can be significant for you as well. Didn't we start off with the train going? There's signs around you, Gemini. They're asking you to pay attention. Train. Now we have crow. We have the bucks and the horns. We have our little armadillo. You may see these in odd spaces that you wouldn't normally see in the day-to-day, and that would be a sign for you to come back to this reading. Also, the painter's palette here, which is absolutely beautiful. Set up with the drawings of the flowers here, but those are some of the symbols that I'm seeing in here. All right, so Two of Wands. If you've been here, you know I love this card because this is moving forward, making a decision, choosing to do something with the power of the Ace of Wands in your hand. The Ace of Wands is in reserve. You're taking the next steps. You're making bold and ambitious choices. You know, you might be partnering with others who share your dreams. This isn't those who you might be in opposition with, but those are ones that you are working with, right? It can also be about expansion, expanding your plans, and also moving forward. You know, you've got some of that energy here, especially with passion. And the first card out for you, recent past, right now, or the recent, or in the very near future in November, is this energy of tapping into that inner strength, using your Ace of Wands, choosing wisely, and moving forward. You might finally get to the point where you're like, yep, I'm done. Look at this Magician. So the Magician is a conflict or a challenge for you, aligning to your magical self. It's like you haven't believed in yourself, or someone has kept you from that. Maybe that's where the opposition is to the Saturn structure. Let's keep pulling some cards here. Thank you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Four of Cups. Yeah, look at that. Four of Cups. Not aligned to seeing the beauty in front of you. Failing to recognize the magical opportunity. I hear you, Crow. Wow, they're really going at it. This is distraction. This can be upset. This can be just missing the beautiful magic in your life. You have the beautiful angel Shamuel behind you with all of these wonderful things that are around you, but you seem to be discontented or bored. You know, you're in your own world. You're not seeing the magic around you. And this is a challenge, but also the advice from Spirit. However, you begin and end with fire, with passion. Something shakes you out of this. And here comes that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands has been around quite a bit. There may be, because we're in eclipse season between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, which is in Sag, here you have another fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So this could be something that you're starting to get the rumblings, the strength to go ahead and look at things and all the wonderful stuff that's around you and actioning towards it, because this is another one that's a card that tells you that there's nothing you can't do. Gemini can create anything that they want to create. They can be what they want to be. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate yourself. The Queen never does. She walks in, she knows who she is. She's got the confidence. She knows that she can make anything happen that she wants. Inspire others, inspire herself. Male or female does not matter. It's just the energy of the card. All right, so let's get the second row here. Curious, Gems. Very curious. Was that... That's funny. Oh my gosh, it's two different things. Was Curiouser and Curiouser a Dr. Seuss thing? I don't know. I'm seeing Dr. Seuss, but I'm also seeing that beautiful gentleman who played, the actor who played in Harry Potter with the wands. Wow. Maybe that's because of the magician that came up, but that's what they're showing me. That might be signs for you guys or something. Wow, 6. Look at this with the 6 of air again. The end of challenging times, movement forward. Beautiful. This is a beautiful card. You taking the next steps and actioning towards it. So it's the end of challenging times. Things are looking up. You're past that 5 of air, 5 of swords. There's a welcome relief about you. You know, you're looking to find peace now. You may have overcome even some health issue, but this is also, you know, with the ship and the travel, it could be moving somewhere, traveling, relocating, vacationing. But it really just represents moving forward. And cautiously, though, you know, I'm feeling a cautious move. It's not the swords, even though they're kind of shown here as the rose, you know, as the paddles or whatever they call it, the oars. Thank you, Spirit. The oars in the boat. In this deck, it's elements, air, water, fire, and earth. But they do represent what you might be used to with the swords energy here. Clever how they hid them as the oars of the boat. And the swan. I love the swan being shown also, because as you see the clouds in the back, and they're moving into the light. So out of the darkness and into the light. Great, great representation in this card. But also the swan is about grace and believing that things will work out. Trusting in the universe. Because as the ugly duckling went into the great mystery or the vortex, she accepted what Great Spirit would give her, would make her, because she wanted to know the secrets and she wanted to know who she really was. And so she emerges as the beautiful swan, or so the story goes, and that's an abridged version, but beautiful. Beautiful representation of going in as one thing and coming out as another, and trusting in divine universe, right? Okay, let's see what we have here. Four of Swords. Wow, Swords energy. In the Magician, time, insight that comes from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself some more time before making a decision. Get more sleep. It's the rest card. It's the pause card. It's in the challenge position. So you may have been working towards things a little too much, or been wrapped up in this confrontation that's happening and not really refreshing yourself. In Swords energy here, your energy, air energy, to have that trapped and to not take the moment, to not take the breath, to not breathe, to not meditate, to not connect to your own element, is restrictive, right? So I'm not saying in order to, but I'm saying that could also be why you weren't seeing the blessings that are around you with the Four of Cups. Wow. And the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Fire. There's so much fire energy around our air signs this month. There is the Queen, the Two of Wands, which holds the Ace of Wands in reserve and choosing to make that decision. And here you have the Ace of Wands shows up. An amazing opportunity. Right underneath you're failing to recognize an opportunity. Spirit's really cautioning you that there is something around you that you should be paying attention to. Look at things differently. Try and take that time and meditate and contemplate so you can see what that is. I get the confrontation now. It just makes so much more sense. It just could be with yourself. It can be with your world. You're not really feeling it. Let's see. Are we going? No, they don't want all these cards. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get into see what we can get as a final card here. The Dreamer. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yes. Look at you. Walking away. New path. This is the Fool. The Dreamer in this deck is the Fool. A new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. So the Dreamer, the Magician, the Ace, something you're not seeing around you right now, magic in your world, not taking the time to rest, restore, setting your boundaries so that you can have time to connect with all that is magical around you. And yeah, here, there is this conflict and confrontation, the Five of Fire, right? So this would be the bottom of the deck. The overall energy is showing that there's conflict with others caused by opposition, opinions. Walk away unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Or you're dealing with some very ambitious people who have no care or concern for you. And they're causing a great deal of strife, which is the reason why the armadillo is here to help you set those boundaries. Look at all this beauty around you that's feeling, it's like there's a veil keeping it from you, or you're keeping it from yourself. Because perhaps with the Five of Wands, or just not feeling like you're in a place to create magic. Maybe you feel there's too much structure around you with Saturn. There's something about tapping into the magical. Let's see if there's any clarifiers for our beautiful Geminis, please. I mean, you do want to move on. You do have the strength. And look at the beautiful outcome here with the Queen of Wands and the Dreamer. But the advice from Spirit is seriously stop, take a look, enjoy, wake up to all of this. Yeah, Five of Cups now. So there is change. There is challenges around you. The Five of Cups makes you feel a loss, or as if you have lost something. But you have not. it's another card of just not recognizing, well, you normally will see this with maybe 3 cups spilled, but there's 2 cups above your head. Again, there's something about not connecting in this Four Swords energy, in meditation or in your higher self, with the magic that surrounds you right now. Luckily, the Ace of Wands is here, and it will help guide you to that. Because it is a beautiful new start for you, confirmed by the child. All the awe and miracles that a child sees, knows. The information that the child brings, not only from where they came, but the beauty that they experience from their trip here on earth. You know, it's everything is a miracle. Everything, to touch, to smell, to taste, to giggle, to have joy. The hummingbird in this card represents pure joy. And that is all around you. Magic, child, birthing, new ideas, new beginnings. I love that. Okay, we're going to get into a money and career. Get a quick oracle for you for that, and I'll give you the numbers if there are any that are resonating or match. I know there's a 6 and a 6 in here, I believe. I think I saw that. Here we go. Unethical. Someone may have been unethical around you. Wow. It's quite a few, but Spirit said take them. This could be where the structure in this confrontation is. Someone may have been unethical, or there is a caution for you to be aware of someone trying to steal or lie. Unethical behavior can lead to some serious consequences. Don't sacrifice your morals for money. So there could be where some of that confrontation is coming from. Reconsider a decision. It's like the Hanged Man or Hanged One energy. Look at things from all different perspectives. Double check any contracts, anything that has to do with money, structure, right? Anything that comes through with legal, make sure you check that. Wow, I said legal, and yep, there's justice. So justice here, something in your life needs to be brought into alignment. You might be interested in a career such as law, police, military, or be sure to be honest and ethical in money matters, right? Ethical, unethical, there's something that might be here, and this could be why you need to set boundaries. You may have somebody around you who with the 2, you may have made a choice to work with someone, and it really is not in your highest good. Now, that may not resonate with everyone, but I'm just saying that that is also the potential here of why there's confrontation and structure and risk. Taking a calculated risk is sometimes necessary in order to advance. Have the courage to face the fear of uncertainty. Don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. And for some of you, it's tapping into that fire energy, that Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Fire. You know, the Queen, being bold, you know, there's an amazing opportunity for you. It may feel like a risk because you potentially could have been dealing with something that was, you know, quite untoward. But look at how this works out. Look at how this moves. The energy moves through with the recognition of the magic and the opportunities around you. You become the Queen of Fire. You are the dreamer. You are the child. All of this that has kept you trapped or restricted or feeling loss or lack or conflict with others moves. You move through it. The Magician is a 1. The Ace is a 1. 28 breaks down to 10, which is a 1. The Child is a 1. So you have 1, 1, 1, 1. Now it's not. It could be considered the 1111 code, but you should look up the meaning of the number 1 and then multiple ones. Also, 24 is 6, and of course we have the 6 of Swords, 6 of Air here. 4 and 4. Yeah. Right? Okay, let me get into a romance angel to finish out this reading. Romance angels, what do you have for our Geminis? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. If this is your 5 of Fire here, yeah, walking away from the drama, walking away from the energy that you've put forth, that you need to now protect yourself with these boundaries. Let's see if there's another one. Thank you, Spirit. Getting to know each other. For some of you, there could be a new relationship or a relationship that you're in, and you're sort of going deeper. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You know, this is about sharing the burden, sharing the emotional upset, the I'm not seeing the magic in my life, the, you know, that kind of conversation where somebody can help point things out to you. Your significant other, obviously this is romance, but it can be with soulmates or friends in general. But it is all about connecting to the magic again, Gemini, really. Ooh, okay. Let's see if there's anything else they want to say. I think we're going to leave it there. I really caution you to set those boundaries. Don't let these people who are trying to trick you, is what they're saying. Trying to trick you into something. You're stronger than that. For those that this may resonate with. And justice is here to serve. You know, Libra's card, this is a money and career card. It doesn't necessarily represent that, but it can. So, you know, justice, be on the side of the win-win, the fairness. But when it comes out in your reading, it's advising you to make sure you bring things into alignment. Okay? All right, I'm going to let it go there. I thank you so much as always. Hit that like button if this resonated, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I send you love and blessings, and I'll talk with y'all soon. Bye for now.